and you know, got all the details, and it was just a little bit too expensive for me. And you know, it's really going to be kind of a high-end living community. I mean, which is really great. It's nice, and you know, they're going to have a private beach and a clubhouse, which is very high-end. But you got to pay a lot of money to get in, and then you got monthly dues and homeowners association fees on a monthly basis and all that kind of stuff. But the other thing, you know, I didn't think about is, you know, all along I was looking at renderings and how it's going to work, and you get all excited, and you go down to the sales office, and finally that question popped into my head, and I asked the sales, I said, well, you know, how long is this project going to take before it's completed? Because it's huge. And they said like 6 years. So if you go in right now, you know, there's, I don't know, maybe half a dozen homes built right now, but you'd be living, you know, in construction zones for quite a while before it gets completed. I didn't like that.
Interesting, you should ask about dust mites. I thought you have to have a magnifying glass and you can't even see them. They're just living underneath your skin, is that correct?
But it's a custom home track, like that's the theme. It's more high-end for the area, and if you're just looking for a custom home, I mean, price-wise, it might be something looking into. Beautiful area. It's a high desert. It's not the smallest town, it's not the best town, but if you're used to city, it's a turnaround. KO6, KHK.
Over 4010-4.
You know, all over lately, and he said he went to the hospital and they said he had dust mites. So, I've been going up there, working there, I worked there, hanging out, and now my back is just like crazy. And I'm just thinking, do I got dust mites? No, I don't. I just pour diesel on my back and light it on fire and then dump it out. And you see what the handle and everything. JRT. Yeah, right there. Yes, so? Okay, I'm flying. Every go you out fast. 91, that's you.
I went to Mirage, and attached to that is a big arena where they hold concerts and things like that. So a lot going on there.
You copy traffic.
552, go ahead.
Pioneer Parkway and Commerce.
David, he copied Alpha 6 India
I can't see the 28.
I'm on the red-eye net on the Keller Peak over here, and I'm trying to catch my net over here. I'm going to have to boogie out, but it's been nice talking to you. Sorry to cut off. KO6, KHK, Steven, 7-3.
I'm giving you a call. I still think this is very confusing because
20, Arizona 27.
If you start to make a transmission and someone else does, I only get the end of your transmission.
Webster.
So I guess I'm still not understanding.
Michael, Marietta, Charles Henry, Adam, Edward Lincoln, Middleton, Stanford, Scott, data route 0205-1973.
Yeah, okay, M1EA from AA6. Well, if you get a little bit more used to it if you're on DMR a little bit more, but Talk Group 91 is a train wreck, basically. It's meant as a calling frequency, basically, for being on a couple of minutes. And I've been doing DMR for several years. And if you want to have a long QSL, you go to one of your local talk groups like California or Massachusetts talk group. You know, because everyone is calling on here. It's like the freeways here in Los Angeles. And in Boston, I've been back in Boston. I just want to say hi to you, David. Name here is Steve. I'm near Anaheim, California. But I like talking to people from Massachusetts. I was born in Worcester. And but I came out here when I was 7 years old, and I'm 76. So that was a long time ago. But my wife and I have been back to there quite a bit, into Cape Cod. I see you're down near Plymouth down there. As you start going down over to Cape Cod, and we were back in Boston, and we also got in Newport, Rhode Island a couple of years ago. N1 Echo Alpha, AA6RO.
552 out to 28 when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Arizona, Lincoln Fall, Adam, 5, Adam, phone.
I copy.
1 EA, AA6RO.
It is negative and valid on that.
6IO from N1EA. What's a good channel to switch to?
Good evening there in eastern Massachusetts. Well, good morning there. AA6 India Oscar, I'll be clear.
Multiple units, 544, go ahead.
I'll be Cortez and Union.
AA6IO, this is N1EA. I was trying to find out what a good channel to switch to was, so at least I can say a couple of minute conversation with you. This is N1EA.
I was just saying thank you.
I copy your
Hey, where do you want to go? You tell me. How about 3106? 3106. California is statewide. How about 3106? Or you tell me.
Okay, can I sit first? Neighbor 2, perfect.
What's possible 961, milepost 321 on Lake Mary Road.
1 EA, AA6RO, do you copy? 3106.
Correction, King 46.
Just tell me where you want to go.
No,
Okay, I'm just going to go there. AA6IO, QSL, QSY, to talk to 3106. For David or anyone else who wants to talk longer. Alpha 6, India Oscar.
1034 back. It's going to be 2 Arizona 28. First one's going to be 35 Adam, 1 King Victor, break for second. 1034 back. Second is going to be George, Nora Adam, Ocean Boy 2.
34. Valid on a 1994 Ford F-150, R's out of CHINO, and your second negative 29 valid on a 1997 Ford Ranger, R's out of Prescott. 544, I'm showing Ascendant Partners, LLC, address on Copper Basin Road.
I copy. Can you copy in Arizona 2719 then?
I copy, go ahead.
Henry, Ida, Lincoln, Lincoln. First up, John, Ocean, Henry, Nora. His address is 22 1956 56.
I copy.
Yes, 28.
81.
That's 66, please. Code 20. GMC.
11552, can you run the RO, David?
I copy. 20.
455 on 666.
22-3.
It's my call type, code 34, sound the driver.
10-4, 22-3. He's negative 29, valid D. David, motorcycle endorsement and corrective lens restriction.
10-4, thank you. Just 527.
527.
Can you please attach the phone number and information for the emergency animal hospital and show me around?
I copy.
R68, you can assign that firework.
I added that 21 to the call notes. Did you want me to give him a call?
Negative, I'll do it. I appreciate it though.
I copy.
Yeah, 120, he's going to be doing the training and rescue.
10-4, I'll put him out at training. 2211.
And that's 1GY and then NJS.
North Chester.
And NJS. Good morning, 391 GY.
11552, 98.7.
I copy.
Well, good morning, sir. I heard you in there earlier, but it was kind of busy here, so I figured I'd wait a while. How we doing over there? You staying cool?
We are just about to start the day. It's 7:15 here. And
Okay, 925.
And there's,
Break.
in an hour or a couple of hours time, we'll have the good sun shining on us, and we are in for another 31 centigrade. Okay, and it's so quiet on 91. I haven't heard my Aussie friends no more. Also from the UK.
Code 500.
And I don't know what's happening. N9NJS, 981UI.
North, I expect.
Yeah, I was talking to a few of them over on Z-Star, but haven't heard any here. But Friday nights, I know Barry, VK3 and VW doesn't usually get in here, but I don't know. Maybe they're late, or maybe they're out.
I don't know. I used to enjoy it thoroughly. About 10 of them each morning. And, but then all of a sudden, they just removed it. But no worries. I'll get them later on. I'm still extremely busy here. And I had to take it easy, Lee. But I'm trying to catch up. But with this weather, you know, you don't do much, believe me. It ties you down. Okay, Lee. Hope you have a fantastic weekend in the Windy City over there. The weather will be good for you, as it is from here now. And it really had come down to 30s centigrade. Whereas before it was over the 40s and 40s. And by golly, I really don't like it, to tell you the truth. And because you don't really work at all. Keeps you helpless. Okay, mate. Take care. And I'll catch you later. And 9NJS, 9H1UI.
Well, there might be somebody in here.
29 valid
I don't
on
think I even heard.
Don't
even think I heard Alpha here tonight. But I've been kind of in and out working on stuff, so he could have very well been here, but I didn't catch him. Catch you later. Stay on the cool side of the door, as we say here. I don't know what the temperature is here. It looks like 78 here, so that's not too bad. But you know, it's 12:17 in the morning, so it's still a little warm. Catch you later. NH1GY, and then NJS near, but not in Chicago.
Believe me, it is. Take care, and catch you later. N9NJS, 9H1GY.
Pull me as suspicious.
Sam 60, forget.
Sam 63, Highway 89, Ruger Ranch. Looks like it's going to be a white Chevy crew cab. Tailgate's down. I'll get you 20 in a minute.
Okay.
64, I'll be out with 63.
Sam 643.
information. I just had a bunch of high-performance vehicles go down to the Walmart just for officer information if we get any calls about revving vehicles or speeding down there.
What code for now?
Perfect.
Chino 36, 98.5.
Yeah, 36, perfect. Stand 6 for cut. Stand 6 for cut.
No, 4-4, he's going for 9, 2-5-1.
No, 4 for cut.
4-4-6-7.
No, 6 for cut.
Go for 4-4. North 6-7.
Multiple units clearing. Break north 66. Go ahead.
Nor 44, Nor 67, get in touch with Nor 48, reference that call 251. It's all his info.
No, 4-4, copy.
Nor 67 back. You can 98, call 198, show me 1019 on 249.
No, 6 for
10-20, 10-25.
Perfect, cut.
20. I'll be Road 3 North and Canal. Sonora 28, Victor Union Charles 384, Boyd.
Sorry.
34, show me out Chino 20.
24, sorry.
Federal 997, copy 28. Federal 57, Henry 7, Adam 8, Lincoln Ball.
Perfect. No matching the 6 phone.
Copy, thank you.
$551, can you show me en route to the jail? Copy on. I copy, go ahead. 34232. I copy.
Go for both.
It's going to be a public assist at 1168 North Hobblestrap Street, 1168 North Hobblestrap. RP's calling stating that his neighbor is sitting in a running vehicle outside of this address. Seems to be very out of it, doesn't know his name, doesn't recognize the neighbor.
Both are en route.
I copy en route, thank you.
Ranch Road.
R6897 in the area, ETL.
No, R666.
Alright, 2223. Copy traffic.
What's that country?
Multiple units, 538.
538, go ahead.
A civil family problem by 21.
538, I copy.
Thank you, sir. Break. Other unit clearing.
496, that was me, just clearing the door from.
I copy, thank you. Go ahead.
It looks like those other two units are almost 97. If it's DUI related, if they can hold the scene for me, I'm still from a distance.
I copy, break 215 to copy the last.
215, I copy.
Oscar November, you're flashing up my screen, but there's no audio. This is 2 Juliet 0 Charlie Mike Bravo. Would you like to try again, sir?
Oscar November, Juliet Mike, stand by.
I copy, sir. Break 538, you can 1022. 12540, will you take that civil family problem?
540, 10-4, I'll tell 21.
CQ. KO6, JFF.
Don't believe so. I'll double check. Copy, sir.
Oscar November, Juliet Mike, stand by.
2 Juliet 0 Charlie Mike Bravo, stand by.
Copy, satellite 2226.
Terrace Lodge. Unit T211. Tom 211.
Juliet, hotspot.
North 4326.
$561, clear with an 8. I copy.
All right. Just trying out this new hotspot to see if it's transmitting there. I got receive. KO6, JFF.
KO6, FF, you're coming in through Jersey 5-9, and audio absolutely triple VC quality. This is 2J0 CNV. We spoke yesterday, and I've also logged you on QRZ.com last night, if you want to check. Back to you, sir.
QSL. Any difference today there? Because yesterday I was talking off the repeater. Tonight I'm on the hotspot there. I had it finally dialed in for me. A friend came over there and got it all dialed in, just making sure it's working again.
It's working very well indeed. You're very, very clear, lovely and crisp. It's like as if you're only just down the road from me. Back to you.
Pedestrians, that's on 95 at 192.
Thank you so much for that. Yeah, you got to help me do the code parts and stuff there for me because I'm a little bit vision impaired there. So it's all dialed in, it's working. That's all that matters.
Vehicle was towed by possibly BLM. Asking for a call back for an update since he is nervous about leaving her
so your call sign doesn't come up on my deck, because I need to do some more configuration on my answer, but we're doing it exceptionally well. So, send your keys and keep up with the work.
125, you're coming in 10-1, covered in static tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much. All right. You have a, what is it, morning time over there for you? I don't remember. I know it's like almost 10:30 here in the nighttime. 10:30 p.m. All right, 73 to you. KO6, JFF, we're clear.
No, I 30 sir.
6:30, 6 in the morning, yeah. I've logged you down, so, KO6, FF, I'll log you down, and, I'll put you in to, closet after. I seem to have got my computer back, and, I'll be able to, so 73s, could you give me your call sign once more so I can make sure I've got it down for you?
Stated that he chased off the teams that were lighting on fireworks. They're no longer here in 93.
KO6. JFF. JFF. King Ocean 6. Juliet Foxbox or Knockout 6 just for fun. KO6 JFF 73.
Okay, I've got you down. KO6JFF. Yeah, I've got you, and I'll put you in the log. 73 is my friend, you take care, and you're doing a splendid job there. Let the rest of the world know you're out there.
10-4, good day. 22:30 hours.
This is 287 just south of it.
Nora 44, go ahead.
Nora 44, Skyline, here to cross the Iron Springs Road with Arizona Edward Adam 62 Robert.
Nora 44, 10-4, break if there's any trying to clear, guys.
Car to car.
2 Juliet 0, Charlie Mike Bravo, calling from Channel 91, and listening.
He's sitting in his own driveway at this address, and the RP found him there.
218-10-4, thank you for the clarification.
$551 on 97 at the jail. Copy off.
Go ahead with
34237.
I copy. August 2nd. 10:22. It's found still.
Great.
10-60, guys.
And 630, the RO, this vehicle might have just pulled up, white Chevy Tahoe.
That's right.
Juliet 0, Charlie Mike Bravo, on CQ Worldwide and standing by.
Go ahead.
It's going to be Charles 7 Adam 4 Mary Victor.
With Arizona Tom 4 Adam 3 Lincoln 0.
I copy.
Reimer at that address.
215, I copy.
Sam Henry Young, Adam, Nora. Date of birth 05-10-2006.
It's awake, however, he's not responding to me very well.
Copy, sir. Would you like me to start fire?
Black Premium and J.C. Lane, out there on Adam Network, Adam 80 Williams.
-29 valid on a 2002 Chevy Tahoe, R's at Ashburn.
For upline code.
Perfect, of course.
Actions we're getting aren't common, and I believe this is not going to be a 54 Adam issue. I copy, ma'am.
Adam Robert David, first of Tyler, Tom Young, Lincoln Edward Robert, date of birth 06/06/2009.
I copy.
You might read back, thank you.
10-4, thank you.
Also, R's affected.
Last name is T. Tom Edward.
This is KB9, ZQW, listening on 3100.
If you want to relate a fire, we're speaking to the neighbor now. He has had strokes in the past.
2280 Charlie 1 Bravo. Calling through channel 91 Anderson.
511.
Okay, 95.
We'll be en route to Prescott intake.
David George Robert 2. It's going to be a veteran motorcycle plate.
Okay, 20, go ahead.
Male left of Valencia. Victim Victor, Adam Lincoln, Edward Nora, Charles, Ida Adam, first of Frank Robert, Adam Nora, King Ida Edward, middle of Mary for Manuel, date of birth 0203-1971.
23.
523, go ahead.
Reference the missing adult, you can just add me to it. His vehicle's downtown.
I copy.
Take 0.
King 20, year 27, coming back negative 29, expired. Break Nora 44. You do have some static, but go ahead.
Nora 44, the 101 out of Arizona is going to be south of Rogers, Robert, Ocean David, George, Edward, Robert, Sam, Victoria, Victor, Ida, Charles, Tom, Ocean, Robert, Ida, Adam. Middle of Crescent, DOB is 330-2007, break to place.
6, copy, 1025.
Copy.
Kilo Echo 2 Echo Foxtrot Julia, Kilo Echo 2 Echo Foxtrot Julia,
Lincoln Mary Adam.
Tucker 91.
0.
6 and 4.
To Juliet 0, Charlie Mike Bravo.
1050 per PD, you can reduce code 2.
Javi.
112 Alpha. Alarm.
Alarm 112.
I didn't catch the call sign of the last station calling me. Can you say your call sign one more time?
Alarm 112, copy.
To Juliet 0, Charlie Mike Bravo. My name is Chris, and I live on the island of Jersey.
To Juliet 0, Charlie Mike Bravo. That is a copy. My name is Raekwon. Spell Romeo Alpha Kilo Whiskey Oscar November. I live in New York State, inside of the United States of America. I live in New York City. I live in the borough of the Bronx. Currently calling you with a 5-watt handheld radio, handheld cheap Chinese radio, through a repeater local to me. Your audio sounds great, sir. And yeah.
How are you doing? Back to you.
May I have your call sign, because nothing's come up on my dashboard.
10-4.
And you're coming into the island 5 and 9 and audio excellent. So good. It's like as if you're down the road. I'm going to just go from the lounge into the kitchen where the repeat is located. So I'm in line of sight with it. And so I'm just using my handheld and going straight through the local repeater. And so now I'm in the kitchen, so you may be receiving me a lot better. But could you give me your call sign, please?
Your VoIP. So it's similar to, if you've ever done Zoom. It uses the internet. So I talk into an HT or any other ham radio. It goes into the node, and then whatever I'm connected to, I can
really low.
talk with people.
Can you just confirm the date of birth is at
And I like to
01146?
explain it this way. So, if you've ever heard of a PBX operating console, so that's where, like at a business or a hotel, there's a main phone number, and a person calls in and says, hey, I want to speak to so-and-so in such department, and then the operator right to that extension. So that's basically what All-Star is. It's based off of a PBX console, and the software and all that was made by a fellow ham. And so when people say, oh, I'm on node number such and such, or my node number is that just means that's kind of like their extension. And so there's many people that you can connect to. You know, you can have a one-on-one conversation. You can connect, you know, multiple people in and have your own conversation. Or what I'm doing is I'm connected into the All-Star hub of the Alpha system. So that's how I'm getting in. Back to you.
You're actually my first contact from the island of Jersey, so thank you for that.
Free to answer. Are you retired? And then 2, I am, pardon me, but I'm kind of like unfamiliar with a lot of this stuff. I get IRLP and voice internet protocol. I get it, but I'm still trying to learn how it's applicated, I guess. For example, I just bought a radio that has D-Star, so now I'm trying to learn D-Star, which is fine. It's just going to take me a little bit of time. Back to you.
Thank you very much for the contact. Obviously, things also, because not everyone can be very busy. Best wishes to you and your family. Stay happy and healthy, and look forward to catching up with you again some other time. I've been logging on QRZ.com, so I'll say 73 for now. Triple J's, 0 CMB, Simon, and going to monitor.
Digital, strictly digital, but maybe, maybe 14 years ago, the internet has then come in and played a big part in amateur radio. So, you know, what used to take a HF radio and a big antenna to, you know, talk to people, you know, far away, you know, in Japan or somewhere, you can easily do that now with some of these other types of applications. Again, talking more about All-Star that I have, you know, I can make a connection to somebody in Japan. Again, I'm talking into a physical radio, but my signal is going into a little box that's hooked up to the internet, and it has a little transmitter in there. So I transmit on a frequency, a simplex frequency from my radio to the box, and then that signal goes over the internet. And then on the other end, if there's somebody else over on the other end that has the same capability, then I can talk to them. Back to you.
Canada, there most definitely is people living in igloos. Victor Echo 6 Delta India Lima returning to you, sir. Name is Mario, Mike Alpha Romeo India Oscar, and we are from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Local time is 11:48 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, with a temperature of 13 degrees. Charlie, it's cold here in Calgary, Alberta. I don't know what happened to the summer, but we missed the first 3 months of it, and it doesn't look like we're going to get any. Very good morning to you, sir. Kwan?
Go ahead.
Ray Kwan. And nice chatting to you, I guess, for the very first time. If you're a hockey fan, Calgary is the home of the Calgary Flames. And 300 kilometers north of Calgary, in the capital city of Alberta, you will find the home of the Edmonton Oilers. But have lost the Stanley Cup for 2 years in a row against the Florida Panthers. I really thought that this time around we would reclaim our Stanley Cup, and this time we were going to keep it. But you may not be a hockey person, and you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. Kilo Echo 2 for Echo Foxtrot Juliet from Victor Echo 6 Delta.
You can just go ahead and 98 that phone message.
They're older. I tend to notice that they've seen all the transformation from, you know, just RF to digital modes and things like that. And I'm always interested in hearing their take on things. KO6, KHK, back to you.
It's currently 1:50 in the morning for us, so it's about 64 degrees Fahrenheit for us. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, but the weather's not that bad here. Yeah, the reason I said interesting to Canada is I haven't been a Canadian contact in a decent amount of time, so nice to see a Canadian face over the radio. And yeah, back to you.
The reality is, you know, as far as like repeater use, talking on a repeater, in case of emergency, hopefully the repeater itself would be operating. You know, a very simple scenario that's happened here locally is, you know, you get a wildfire, and the wildfire will not impede on the repeater site itself. You know, firefighters tend to try and get the fire out and not have it go in that area, is what I'm trying to say. But still, there could be power lines down that are connected to that site, so the repeater itself isn't going to be working. So, you know, what do you do then? The next mode would be to talk simplex. Hopefully, you're in a location where, you know, you can talk to somebody, hopefully close. It could be far away. But with simplex, again, you have to, you know, have good elevation.
Copy, 10-minute ETA.
Talking
First 93 is on
a wide area. Maybe you'll,
Command West
catch
channel.
somebody locally, or maybe a little further away. But that's kind of the reality of it.
Can you add me to the missing? Show me on the square on foot. ATL.
I copy.
Yeah. And as far as, like, first off, firefighting, fires in our backyard, I've been preaching about this a lot, standing on a soapbox the last few nights, but I like that we spend so much here for our military infrastructure, and we have stealth bombers that can do this and that, but then I look at a fire in my backyard, and it's being fought with airplanes that were built in the late 40s and 50s. And yeah, they have a cool paint job and they can swoop down to the lake. But where's the advancement in my backyard? And I get it, you know, like sometimes you gotta fend off the wolves to protect everyone, but like there's a fire in my backyard. You know, why is there a plane that's older than the guy that's flying it and doing the thing? KO6, KHK, back to you.
Rest of your day or?
Oh yes, you know, understandable. I don't have any other comment about firefighting on that. But you know, as far as radio use and emergency communications, you know, that's kind of the gist of it. And so with All-Star, excuse me, back to All-Star again, the node that I have, the little device that I have, is portable. So I can put it into my car and then have a battery powering it, like a power bank. You know, you can charge your cell phone. So I have that. And it takes very little power to power this device. So battery pack can last, you know, like 6 hours easily. Excuse me. And then I have to have internet connection. So I have a Wi-Fi hotspot in my car, and I can connect to that. So I can be driving around, and, you know, be fully connected that way. And then if I go on to a trip somewhere, you know, I can take that with me and still be able to communicate to the Papa system or single people or whatever. So that's kind of fun.
2 Juliet Zero, Charlie Mike Bravo. This is Yankee Golf 3, Alpha, Charlie November. Do you copy me over?
Edward Adam 001.
Yeah, so to go along with that, I'm taking a trip here. I live in the high desert. I live in Hesperia, California, and I'm taking a trip over to Pyramid Lake, which is LA County, North LA County in the mountain area. And I'm trying to see what digital ones I can get with the concept of I'm not using my fucking cell phone. Sorry. Oops. Dang it, I did. Dang. Sorry everyone. Sorry MCC, sorry for that. I was excited. But I don't want to use my phone. I want to use just UHF, VHF, and satellite if possible from this radio. KO6. KHK, back to you.
This is Yankee Golf 3, Alpha Charlie November returning. Yes, Chris, thank you very much for responding to my call. I believe we spoke before. I just checked to my 2rz.com. The last we spoke is on the 2nd of August. Yes, how are you doing, my friend? Now in Indonesia, actually the local time is 12:57 p.m. now. The temperature here is around 27 degrees centigrade. The weather is very, very sunny, very clear. Yes, I also copy your radio. Mine is now my working condition running with GMR radio, Bovine 1801, but connected to MBBM, a local hotspot. Actually, we also have a local repeater here, some local repeater, but I prefer to operate over hotspot. Back to you, Chris. 2 Juliet Zero, Charlie Mike Bravo. This is Yankee Golf 3, Alpha Charlie November, over.
You know, that's what I do. And so the Papa system is a wide area network repeater system. And, you know, I don't know if there's repeaters in the area where you're going to be, but you can look that up as well.
19 degrees Celsius at the moment, and it's going up to about 24 Celsius later on today. We have a big carnival that's over here called the Battle of Flowers. We had the day parade yesterday, and we've got the nighttime parade this evening, which I will be going around and having a look at. Yes, I live in a 14-story block of flats right at the top, and I'm looking out my window at the coast of France, which looks quite nice over the land in the distance here. Jersey's a little group of islands between England and France. At the nearest point, I think it's east.
From far away at Pyramid Lake, without the use of cell phone or some fancy stuff, which is radio, even with like some D-Star, I'll accept that. I'm trying to reach them to see if I can get out. KO6, KHK. Back to you.
I'll say, I'm on time. I'll say thank you very much for the TSO. Best wishes to you and your family. May you have happiness and health for the rest of your life. And I will log you into RZ.com. I've just got my computer back on the amended, so I'm going to check it all out. But you will get confirmation, I promise you that. So, look forward to speaking to you again. So back to you for farming.
Yeah, 20, go ahead.
Way, maybe they have All-Star, maybe they have D-Star, something. But on your end, you would have to have those devices. So if you wanted to connect in, let's say they have All-Star, well, you would have to have an All-Star node that then you would connect into their node, which then would go into their whole system and you could talk to them. Or if it's D-Star or...
From this QSO. I hope to catch you down the lock. This is Yankee Golf 3 Alpha Charlie November, 373. And bye for now, my friend. I'll be clear.
Thank you very much for the QSO. I look forward to speaking to you again. I2J0CMB is now going back to 91 and 93.
120, 1090 clear. Go drive.
Yankee Golf 3 Alpha Charlie November.
I've had multiple units. Who is
Yankee Golf 3 Alpha Charlie November. Johan from Victor Echo 6 Delta India Lima. Victor Echo 6 Delta India Lima calling.
From my understanding with my setup, they do run through All-Star, but my radio is an ICOM, which is rigged for D-Star.
It's going to be at 91 hang up at 4701 North Morningstar Drive, 4701 North Morningstar, cross of Sauter Drive East. Originally came within a 32-foot radius. There was a subject on 911 that said, I can't talk to him anymore, hurry please, and then disconnected, and we can't get them back on the
I'm okay with satellite or linking into a gateway and all that stuff. I just don't want to use a phone or Echo Link. Back to you, KO6, KHK.
10-4, stand by just one for me, let me sift through them.
Back to you, 3E6BIL, this is YD3ATN, over.
I copy.
Good question, not that I'm familiar with.
Yankee Golf 3 Alpha Charlie November. Victor Echo 6 Delta India Lima. Returning and thank you for taking my call, sir. Name is Mario, Mike Alpha Romeo India Oscar. And we are calling you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it's 12:03 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Saturday morning, very early Saturday morning, I guess. And 13 degrees at Charlie. Cold here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I also see that we made a previous contact on the 31st of last month at 01:36. Very similar time, I may add. And, well, good, sir. I logged it in my QRZ, but I don't see no ghost stars there, so obviously either must have forgotten or whatever, I guess. My log is in there. Okay. Anyway, sir, pleasure talking to you again. I didn't realize we'd made a contact before until I just went and looked on the QRZ page. From Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima.
Is a 50-watt ICOM ID 5100. it's a mobile setup, but I have it like in a backpack, and I have different antennas I can try, rigged for 2 meter and 70 centimeter. Back to you. Just for what I have working with. Back to you.
But if you don't mind, would you send me a request again? And I will confirm it later on after this QSO. Yes, it seems that you have a nice weather as well. You're still in the very early in the morning, 3 o'clock. if for me myself, at that time, I'm still on the bed. Yeah, now in Indonesia, as I mentioned, the weather is very nice at the moment, but it's still very sunny because we are on the dry season at the moment. I'm just wondering that you are on the summertime, right? In Calgary, Canada. I've never been to Canada, but I'm still longing to have an opportunity to visit there. 36 DIL, 9380 and over.
Between Pyramid Lake and Killer Peak. Do you know about the distance? How many miles?
Yankee Golf 3, Alpha Charlie in November. Indeed it is. It's supposed to be summer. Summer starts somewhere in the end of May, beginning of April is the springtime. And but we had no summer whatsoever as yet. The odd occasional sunny day, but it's been raining and smoky conditions. We are smelling smoke here in Calgary at the current time. We have a whole bunch of wildfires in the northern parts of Alberta and the western provinces. They're a long ways away from me, I may add. They're probably 800 to 900 kilometers away. But the early parts, we were suffering from very heavy smoke, and then very heavy hailstones, and then just rain, and no summer yet. And it doesn't look like we are going to get any summer. It's been very miserable, but nothing we can do about it. It seems that the weather is being very unpredictable all over the world this year. And there was something that I overheard two stations talking, and one was telling the other that he had read in a magazine or on the news that the Earth has tilted on its axis a few degrees, and the article was suggesting that was the problem. Plus the fact that the Earth is currently facing the hottest part of the sun, where all the flares are coming at, and that's why it's hotter than normal. Tilting axis of the Earth, and we are facing the hottest part of the sun currently. Thank you for the contact, sir. I will log it again in QRZ, and hopefully we'll be successful this time. Risk of timing out here, I guess. Victor Yankee Golf 3, Alpha Charlie November from Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima. Waving goodbye to you, sir, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Goodbye, and thank you for taking my call.
Now we're trying to get them separated.
Make it really difficult for your signal to get out of that lull area and then to where you want to go.
-29, she's returning valid details.
Yes, okay, my friend, thank you very much for the nice QSO. And noted well, I also heard about the wildfire in your country. It seems that it caused a negative effect everywhere. Yeah, but that's quite okay. I hope there will be a good solution to overcome this problem. Okay, I will also confirm you in my QRZ.com. Just rest assured that you will send request for confirmation because at the moment I've been bring my laptop. Now I'm hang out with some friends, some ham radio friends here in Starbucks coffee. Okay, Mario, thank you very much for the nice question again. Wish to catch you down the lock. PE6DIL. This is Yankee Golf 3 Alpha Charlie November. Stay safe, stay healthy, my dear friend. And I'll be clear. 73, live and now.
It's got two microphones. It's got the one that captures your voice, and there's a microphone on the back that senses ambient noise. And it's very, very sensitive. If there's any noise in the background, it turns the volume on the speaker way up. And I'm trying to figure out how to fix that. Because like you have the volume on like 2 when it goes up to 8. And it scares the hell out of me.
120, cover 28.
How are you familiar with like battery sizing? If I were to name out watts and amp hours, is that something that would be above you, or are you on par? Just to save time. Sorry. Back to you.
Maybe that helped out some, I hope.
128, you copy at 27.
Not on par, but just basically, if you're all set with power, that's fine. That's all I was wondering. If you have some kind of power source that you know will be able to power the radio and keep it running and transmit at your highest wattage for a while, then you're good.
So just to simplify it, I guess, if I'm transmitting on high output, the highest output, which I try to keep away from, I try to keep it on low power, and then step up if I have to. But if I was on high power, and I was talking about a football game and just burning through the mic every second, I could probably do that for a consistent 3 to 4 hours with the battery packs that I made. And I have 2 of them. One for in use, and then one charging my phone, hook it up to an inverter, whatever need be, with a small solar generator. I got a 100-watt solar generator with foldable panels, so it doesn't, I have more battery than solar, so I do have to monitor my usage, but I can run the radio for a long time, especially just in idle scanning and standby.
David 2.
KO6, KHK, back to you.
I'm normally in the quartzsite Arizona. In the wintertime, I'm normally in quartzsite Arizona. In the summer months, I come up to Prescott, Arizona, near Williams,
no problem. That 28's negative
west of
Flagstaff. And your mail subject
Interstate 40 is where I'm just right now. I'm just down here south of the interstate near Prescott, but most of the time I'm up off of Interstate 40. Old Route 66, they call it.
Right now. But other than that, like, that's probably the best antenna I have for the radio I'm currently talking to you on. And then I have some smaller antennas, a Bree or whatever, a Eofang, like, nothing spectacular. I spent more on the radio than I have anything else at this point. I started out with Baofang, handheld. I just had a couple Baofangs. I was fascinated at the price point and at the capability, and so I kind of was okay, I'll spend a little bit more money, and got a ham license somewhat recently. I'm a new ham, just kind of trying things out, seeing how things are, and going from there. KO6, KHK, back to you.
Work emergency services here in New York, and the highway patrol was like, do me a favor, just take a defensive driving course, mail me the certificate, and I'll drop the ticket. You got it.
Comet. And then the antenna is a GP. You can look at both GP3 or a GP6. Those are commercial made, dual band fiberglass antennas, and they work the best.
What? DMAR.
With this setup, would I still need to come up with a mast? Like, should I still bring maybe like a couple 6 pipe or something?
2011 Nissan
What would you suggest? Back to you.
Which is extraordinarily overpriced and totally sucks. If you want my honest opinion, it's been nothing but problems since I got it.
Together and then put the antenna on top of that, so at least the antenna is up over your head.
Hopefully you didn't say the Open Spot 4 Pro was giving you a problem, because I just got mine in the mail today. Yeah, I bought it off of QRZ Atlanta, not Pro 4, and so I bought it from him there off of QRZ. You say you was having trouble with yours or with a different item?
Or GP6.
For it, it's super reliable. It's a really fantastic device. I was talking about the Bridgecom Skybridge Max, which they charge like, if I remember, they charge almost $500 for it, and it is just, I don't know if it's the unit that I got or what the deal is, but I'm constantly having to flash the firmware, and I just got tired of it, unplugged it, and put it away. The Open Spot 4 is my go-to. It hasn't failed me yet. Very reliable device. You'll be thoroughly happy with it.
Have a good night.
Correct. Yes, it is a base station antenna. You know, using a mobile antenna, like you have a mag mount, I mean, you know, now you gotta have a piece of metal to stick it on for a ground plane, and then somehow you have to get it up, you know, high enough. It's possible maybe if you can drive your car up to this, you know, little mountaintop or something and do everything in your car and have the mobile antenna there in the car hooked up.
It is the Open Spot 4 Pro model. It is a wonderful device.
First is Charles Edward, Sam Adam Robert. Second part of the first is William Robert Ida Edward Lincoln. Middle is an M for Martinez. Date of birth is
well, with this work unit, I don't need to have a hotspot. It's built into the radio. It's built into the radio, but I still bought the Pro 4 just because I might need it at some time. But this P7 is got the unit built into it. It's got the hotspot built right in. If you're familiar with RFinder or not, they're good units. The B1, B1 Plus, and then I've got the P7 tablet, and it's a cell phone radio all combined into one unit.
For is to have great communication as much as this technology can provide, and have multiple methods. So like I have a mobile radio that's meant to be mounted in a car, but I have it set up in a backpack with battery packs that can operate it. And one moment I can have an antenna that's kind of looped through my backpack, and once I get to where I'm going or need to stop or whatever, I can set up to a base station and have that kind of capability. Is this antenna either options you provided, or is that something that can fold up into a backpack maybe? Back to you.
Tweak things here and there. I never could get it to work properly for me.
Nora 5810 breaking 925, code 100.
It's about 5 foot tall, and it's a straight piece of fiberglass with radials at the bottom that you have to screw in, 3 radials. That's for the ground plane. And then the GT6 is taller, and that comes in 2 pieces. I think that might be 10 foot, something like that. But these antennas that I mentioned are, yes, meant for base operations and kind of, mount them and hook them up and kind of leave them alone kind of thing. It's not a real versatile travel antenna.
Oscar Echo 9, Italy Tango Uniform. Oscar Echo 9, Italy Tango Uniform, sir. From Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima. Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima is calling you, sir.
They in good condition. I'll buy that instead. I kind of feel the same way about cars. I never buy a new car. If I get a car, I'll get one that's 2 or 3 years old with no mileage.
573 from 2E1 SCR operator would be still in the land of Robin Hood. 73.
And it's a whole kit. And it comes in a, soft pack, and it might be 4 feet long. And in that pack, there's a tripod that folds out, and then there's a couple of tubes that you put on top of that. And then there is the antenna, and the antenna comes with different modules, I'll say, that you can configure this antenna in different ways for different frequencies. It does 2 meter and 440. I think it does some HF stuff. So you may want to look at actually
code 4I
correction on the name. The name is called Buddy Pole. Like, hey, I'm your buddy, and all the pole P-O-L-E, like a pole coming out of the ground. Buddy Pole. And that whole kit might be $300, something like that.
Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima. Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima, sir. Name is Mario, Mike Alpha Romeo India Oscar. And we are calling you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, sir. Calgary, Alberta, Canada at 12:24 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, sir. And only a temperature of 13 degrees Charlie. It is cold here in Canada, sir. Go ahead.
Where even if I'm not trying to hit a repeater, but like if I have a group of people out with radios, they can still talk to me and I can talk to them, or be a repeater so they can talk to each other. Things like that. I guess that's my my trigger of interest. KO6, KHK. Back to you.
Austria, at this point, there are 3 borders and a lake, and there
is my, my kitchen in which I am sitting now, and the time is 8 a.m. In my hometown, and I'm sitting here on a coffee, trying to use the talk group, and voila, you are here. The modulation is excellent from your system. I'm using any tone with a self-made hotspot with a Raspberry Pi, and I'm doing some experiments. Mike, to you.
Cortez and Gurley.
The interior
India Tango uniform. A very good morning, man, to you, sir. And hope you're having a very good breakfast. Very good audio from your stations is beautiful, clear. It's very pleasant to listen to. No problem whatsoever. I'm using BlueDB software on my computer with a DV Mega DD630 is doing the translation. And an external
that's
what I was talking to, but I too have a 705 radio to a homemade hotspot for a D-Star when I'm using that system, although it is turned on and monitoring D-Star 01 Charlie is the reflector that the D-Star system is on. And the software is also capable of, the BlueDB software is also capable of using Fusion and NDNX and D-Star as well. So, currently I'm talking to you via the BlueDB software. And I'm looking at your QRZ page and I see a motorcycle there. Can't quite make out what it is. Possibly a BMW, but I'm going to enlarge the picture, and or maybe you can tell me what it is. Off the Echo 9 India Tango uniform, sir, from Victor Echo 6 Delta India Lima.
I had heard he does very, very good work. I paid him very well. And he did, a very professional job, and it's all sealed up, it's not going to leak, and everything looks great. You can run the coax through the door and kind of finesse it so that it doesn't pinch the coax too bad, but, for your kind of use, you don't really have anybody in the back seat and all that. That's going to work for a while, but, 25 times later, even though you're trying to finesse that coax between the, in the door, it's going to start to wear and tear, and eventually, it won't be very effective. So, and then of course, you can go through the window, and I've done that before where you go through the window and then it's fine, and you leave it like that and just have the window all the way up just a little bit, and then, one day I forget and want to roll up all the windows and, then it really pitches it and, starts to, form a crack in the coax, and, sooner or later it's going to break. And then I'm, toast.
White male, blue shirt, jeans, the guy's
Very active. What do you think about D-Star? Is it something that will last longer, or is this not so common? I have ICOM, what you see it anyway on my page, ICOM 7610, and it has no digital functions like D-Star or something like that, but I'm interested to hear if the system is common in your country. Mike, back to you. This is Oscar Echo 9 India Tango uniform.
be gone through so much as far as UV and being banged in through a door or a window, so I get that. It's just unfortunate because that's kind of my best option.
I copy 1015,
KO6 KHK. Back to you.
From where I live, maybe 2-3 minutes drive, and they were selling them there. What I can't tell from the picture is that one got a sidecar to it or not? The ones they were selling here has all of them had sidecars in it, and I do see a few of these running around on the roads here in they do sell them, and there is a dealer here for them. D-Star, sir, it's definitely different. It's been around a long time, and I'm sure all the time ICOM radios are sold, and then D-Star will be around, sir, no question. Is it as busy as this Toku 91? Most definitely not, sir. There's two primary repeaters that, to my knowledge, is a 01 at Charlie and then a 0330 Charlie. Both of them have lots of activity. You can always find somebody to talk to on there, and but nowhere near the traffic that DMR has on this particular 91, worldwide 91. I think primarily the difference being is that the ICOM is a lot more expensive radio, and there is no substitute. You have to buy an ICOM radio to make it work. It's been around a long time. Fusion, well, the same thing. I think, to my understanding, Fusion, which is the Yaesu system, it's been around longer than the ICOM D-Star. But if you really want to go all out, then maybe you should consider a M1 KE from the Netherlands, I think, is where they sell them. That's a little handheld, as long as you have internet continuity at some place or other, will give you all the digital modes that you could possibly think of. And I do have one as well, but haven't done much with it. I bought it because I thought I wanted it, but and I'm just about to time out, sir. Go ahead. Back to you, sir.
Self and talking, you're kind of connected to this cable wire, the antenna wire.
I copy.
So if you got a speaker mic, you could still have the magnet mount antenna and kind of place the radio itself in a certain spot so that doesn't move, but then use the external speaker mic to talk into and listen. Then you don't have to, worry about holding this thing and dangling it and all that. 98 report taken.
I think, in my opinion, the Anytone 878, which I use, is a very good equipment, and I like it very much. And there is a big community that helps you out if you have a technical problem, and it is a great fun to work with it. But for me, it was a hard way to learn everything, but I have very good friends that they are very helpful. I have my license since April this year, and I'm still learning a lot of things, and therefore I'm very happy about this equipment. Yeah, and the sidecar, you're right, yes, this is a model cycle with a sidecar, and there are only, I think Polar is the only company that built original sidecar motorcycles since ever.
And in Austria, there is
code 489, mile marker 353.
A shop for Ural motorcycles, and this is the general importer for such machines and deliver them to America and the rest of Europe. And I think perhaps this is also the connection to clothing, perhaps. I don't know. You have perhaps shorter ways to these machines. I'm not aware of that. But they are very stable machines, and I think in the winter time it must be a great fun to use them.
Sam 392, 523. 382, good. 1015 for Warren.
Well, I'm familiar with Starlink a little bit. I know people have it for their vehicles. A lot of people have it for their RV when they're traveling. But it's primarily just for their internet use. And like I said, I use the internet through amateur radio with All-Star, and as I mentioned, I just have a Wi-Fi hotspot. It costs $16 a month, and if I don't use it for a full month, I don't get charged. But once I turn it on, then I can use it, thousands of times in that month. It's still only $16. So, that's, and then, along with that, I can go on my phone and look at stuff on the internet because I have that Wi-Fi hotspot. But Starlink, that's kind of I think for a different application.
The motorcycle rally in the U.S., North Dakota. No, I don't think it's North Dakota. It's North and South something. But I forget now. It just my brain has gone mush, and I can't think of the state that it's in. But that's where the motorcycle rally is. Every year it's held for 10 or close to 15 days. And I went there in 2000, and that's where I first saw them. And then very shortly after that, when we came back, one of the dealers here, which is also a Boss Hoss dealer, the one with the motorcycle that has the V8 engine in it, and they sell the Boss Hoss and this motorcycle, the Euro sidecar motorcycle. And I'm going to time out again. Too much to talk about. That's the problem, sir. Oscar Echo 9, it's a Tango uniform, Victor Echo 6 Delta in Lima.
And their cell phone service.
69, go ahead.
And, little by little, that's getting better and better. But, it's, kind of hard to say, so there's that. And they all offer, Wi-Fi hotspots that you can get as part of that service. So, yeah.
Sure. Motorcycling, but it's a great fun. And if you have the opportunity, yes, give it a try. Perhaps the shop owner let you test such a machine. I know it's now very expensive. I think because of the situation in Russia, and 20 years ago they were very cheap, but the quality was very poor. Now the quality is really high. They use Western technique, and we are talking about bicycles instead of the HF connection. Yes, back to you.
Involved with radio is kind of what drew me in. and the ability for it to last after satellites fall or whatever, you know. It's just fun. KO6, KHK. Back to you.
Of the station, either wanting to give them a chance to link in or unlink, as the case may be. They can't do it unless we start talking for a little bit. And I just realized that is also a two-wheel drive, from my understand, if I recall correctly. It's got a drive shaft that goes out to the sidecar wheel, so you actually got for a two-wheel drive, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I looked at them, and but I was impressed, I must admit, yes. When I did see him first in the year 2000, they were somewhere in the neighborhood of $6,000 to $7,000. But by the time they showed up in Canada, I'm pretty sure they are sitting in the showroom for 19,000 Canadian dollars is what they want for them. And it's a very good utility vehicle. But the winter is too cold here to be riding motorcycle. It doesn't matter whether it's got two wheels or two-wheel drive. It's still way too cold, sir. In any case, sir, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and I think we've exhausted our money's worth so far on the 91, and we should give other stations a chance to use it, sir. I'm going to log this QSO, this very good QSO in Surazeg, and hopefully you'll do the same, sir, for confirmation. Thank you for the contact. Wishing you a very good morning, sir, yourself and your family. And we are going to wave goodbye to you, sir, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, sir. Waving goodbye, and thank you for the contact. It's been an absolute pleasure. Looking forward to doing it some more and discussing motorcycles and whatever we may take a fancy to. Goodbye, sir, from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Victor Echo 6, Delta India Lima is clear with you, sir.
There's one Range Rover. We have fallen to Perkins, and now I'm running a Discovery 4 there, YAVAPI.
Going to be X-ray 8 Adam 392.
What I feel happens is, you know, it kind of fell out. Truck drivers held on to it the longest, just based on the nature of their job, you know, and it just fell out. But CD, I mean, you can reach far places with CD depending on how much you put into it, and it's kind of nice that it simplifies it. 20 channels, 40 channels. I don't have to worry about what's my code in, what's my D-tone, what's this, what's that. Just channel 25, you know. That should be like a new movement. Bring back CD, KO6, KHK. Back to you.
This is a Definite 2. It's the 1.3 turbine petrol, 1.2 CE, and it's a joy to work on. Often when you get the speed plate off on the leg, which is fun. Golf 1, limit and US Mobile.
Some of the major CB radio manufacturers like Uniden, Cobra, have now introduced FM as part of the radio. So, you know, CB always used to be on AM, and now they have FM to offer, and you can use either one in the same radio. And they did that because they found that there were truckers that still used CB radio, but when it's on AM, you know, there's so much static, and Sam, Edward, Adam, and FM is so much, you know, cleaner signal. However, it doesn't travel as far as AM. But they figure, well, if I'm, within 5 miles or whatever of another trucker, I don't need AM and all that static. So I'm just going to switch to the same channel and switch to FM. And of course, the other person has to go on FM also to talk back and forth, and it's a much cleaner communication.
Break, King 29, could have entered?
My name is Victor. Victor is my name, and I'm located in Moldova,
338.
Republic of Moldova, southwestern Europe. Back to you, Jeffrey. WW4PSA from year 1CW.
It wasn't the only existing one. Took that through, put it in the old one, in the new one, rather. And because they were actually replicas of the old one, of the old model, third-party part, a pattern part, and it worked beautiful after that. So I have no idea where the original screw valve went, but it went somewhere. But at least I managed to get it going again. But on the Kisco 2 TD5, I had to do the DPS system. And that was absolutely no fun at all. It was filthy. Hang on, just go on, was it on the Froggy? Let me think. No, it was on the Froggy. Beg your pardon, it was on the Mark IV Froggy. And I had the entire exhaust gas return system off the wagon. And I used Mr. Muscle for that. And it just dissolved all the crap that was in there. Washed it out with water. Let it dry in the sun, which was nice sunny days at that time. Put it all back together, and I actually worked after that, which means that I actually did do something right. But there's a phrase I learned when working on Land Rovers, which carries over to other wagons, but Land Rover, turning enthusiasts into engineers since 1947.
I copy.
From year 1CW. Solid copy, Jeffrey. In a way, I just checked my log reports. I talked before. More than 5 years ago, on June 28, 2020. So, nice to meet you again after 5 years. Thank you for Yellow Star on Kerosene.com. Special thanks for your information on LLTW. I would think it's fine. Well, by the way, the weather is sunny, clear, dry, 26 degrees Celsius right now. Thank you, Jeffrey, for your call. Thank you also for the chat contact. With warmest regards, I say Timothy from Moldova. Have a good evening, have a good night, and my best greetings to yours, our town. WW4PSA from ER1CW. Hope it's very monitoring. Certainly. Thank you, Jeffrey. Bye for now.
And now, at my pinnacle, I have a decent, what I would say is a decent mobile station, and 2 UV5Rs and a UV25, and I've handed out a couple days to stay with the family, just in case or want to talk to each other or whatever. Here you go. Here's a radio. So I would say in total, I got 4 radios personally that I use. Back to you.
544 up at Cross Adam. We'll see Mustang.
CQ, this is Mike 7 Bravo Whiskey Yankee, transmitting to World 5 Tower Group 91. Anyone can confirm my call?
Like I said, I've been licensed 15 years. I've got a total of 8 radios, 1 base station, 1 in the car, mobile radio, and then the rest are all handheld. And, the handhelds,
Robert, Adam, Charles Young, date of birth 0706.
They all do the same thing. Some of them just have different features, that's all. But, I can only talk on 1 radio at a time. But, I have a counter in my house where I've got, a big long power strip that I've plugged in all of the HTs, the handhelds, and they're all on chargers, and then I'll try this radio. I haven't tried this radio for a while, and let me try this one. And I just kind of go back and forth like that. It's fun.
Thank you very much for to my call. Nice signal from your side. You have radio fine. Everything is fine. My name is Victor. Victor is my name, and I'm located in Moldova, Republic of Moldova, Southeastern Europe. The weather is clear, sunny, 26 degrees Celsius right now. All right, thank you very much for the short contact. Also, it's on the tape now. Have a good morning, have a good day, and my best colleagues to your serve down. Mike 7 Bravo Whiskey Yankee from Echo Romeo 1 Charlie Whiskey. How the favorite monitoring.
Medical call.
73, take care. Bye for now.
531 Madison Avenue. Patient is out front, sitting on a bench.
Call 7 Charlie Sierra Mike 44, receive that now.
Thank you. That's how your call sounded. Sorry. I really have a really poor memory. But yeah, sounds through to you, my friend, and hope to speak to you again.
Negative Southeast line, go.
Negative contact.
The call sign is Echo Radio 1 Charlie Whiskey, or Emergency Radio 1 Continuous Way. ER1CW. 7 keys for now. Thank you.
And 2 and that.
So the another one, we feel another on foot and phone, waiting for the first bus to take over from the bus road in South East London. Okay, all copied. In Gloucestershire. Not part of the world, I've been there once or twice. But based in South East London and walking through the beer stands, don't get out that much. But yeah, that's part of the world. I've driven past it several times. I've never really stopped, unfortunately. Anyhow. Nearest end is Roger, as I say, the location is Croydon, South London. That's about SAARF in case you're wondering how so. Golf 1, leaving it in your whiskey number.
I copy, break, other unit clearing.
Done. And their console is just incredible, and they've got, 3 different microphones for 3 different radios, 3 different frequencies, and then they've got, a laptop, and so they got the world, in some ways. They have the world in radio communication now, and it's really cool.
Still waiting for the response on the...
Echo Romeo 1 Charlie Whiskey.
Copy.
Echo Romeo 1 Charlie Whiskey. Good morning, Casey.
And use their phone when it suits them. That stuff is awesome, It sucks that, like in the political nature of it, like certain officers get away with too much and some of them don't get enough credit, and it's a very tough gambit that they play. But as far as equipment, man, they are suited. Even your most basic law enforcement, some of the most rural, out of the far away from civilization places, you're gonna have a cruiser that has some decent technology in it. And I agree. I look at cop cars and I'm just blown away. Same thing with EMT or firefighters. That is some cool getup, It instantly triggers that inner nerd, KO6, KHK.
Well, thank you very much, Casey, for the short contact. Thank you for the channel as well. This is my technology. For X-ray 1 uniform for Radio 1 Channel Whiskey. How about the red monitoring? So easy. Thank you. Bye for now.
When you're talking on your radio, make sure the antenna is vertical and not at an angle and, not up against your body, because that affects the transmission. So it becomes pretty challenging for emergency people. So one thing is you might see, police officers pulling out the
in YAVAPAI Road, Arizona,
radio itself, put it to their belt, either to the side or on their back, and the antenna's there. and then they have a speaker mic, right, with a cord that might come up to their shoulder. So it's easy to grasp and transmit. But the problem is the antenna is still, very close to their body. So to compensate for that, I think it's Motorola. On the microphone itself is a tiny little antenna. So now they're able to transmit a little bit better because the antenna isn't against their body.
Here, 59. I don't think it's fine from the side. My name is Victor. Victor is my name, and I'm located in Moldova, the Republic of Moldova, southwest of Europe. But you, Yankee Delta 2, Victor Lima Hotel, from Echo Romeo 1, Kilo Whiskey.
962 DR under your call sign.
Echo Romeo 1, Charlie Whiskey. This is Yankee Delta 2, Victor Lima Hotel. Hello, my friend Victor from Moldova. I am Victor from Indonesia. Yes, this is first time my GSO with you. And nice to meet you. And thank you for your response, Mister. I live in Yogyakarta City. Yes, Indonesia country. Okay, thank you, Mister. My report to you is permanent lock and clear. And I will add you to my logbook and crset.com. And please, I will request you to confirm. And thank you for this GSO. Good luck, Mister. And 73, bye-bye.
Hey, here, it was great talking with you. Good conversation. Lots to talk about. And good luck with your setup for Pyramid Lake.
10-4, if you have enough, can you run?
Thank you very much for your contact. All sincerely for now. Have a good evening. As my best dreams for yours and my down. Yankee Delta 2, Victor Lima Hotel, from Echo Romeo 1, Kilo Whiskey. So please for now. Thank you.
Yeah, 36, I'm code 4, thank you, it's 103.
Okay, thank you, my friend. Echo Romeo 1, Charlie Whiskey. Happy nice day to you. Stay safe and stay healthy. This is Yankee Delta 2, Victor Lima Hotel. Clear. 73, bye-bye.
73. Have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good weekend. And hope to see you back out here. KO6. KHK.
Alright, buddy. 73 KHK.
Driving Bullet Park Ave with Arizona. Victor 0, Adam 2, Baker 0.
I copy.
Juliet, India 3, India Bravo 0,
Make 1.3 primary and for the please.
10-4, I copy. Confirming these are separate calls.
Juliet, India 3, India Bravo Kilo. Juliet, India 3, India Bravo Kilo. This is Yankee Delta 2, Victor Lima Hotel. Are you copy?
I copy, secure.
Oh, YD2 VLH. This is JI3 IBK. Juliet, India 3, India Bravo Kilo from Japan. Thank you, your call. Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, this is a Husky food, I think. Name is Masa. Mike Alpha, Sierra Alpha. Masa is my handle name. GTH is Kyoto City. Kyoto City is Japan. YD2 VLH. This is JI3 IBK. This is the first contact with you. Over.
William, date of birth is 11/21/1983.
CI3, IBK.
10-4, 122.
Hello. This is Yankee 1 Victor 5 Hotel. Hello, Mr. Matthew. That's right. This is first time QSO with you. And thank you for your response. And I am from Jakarta City, Indonesia country. That's that report for you, for loud and clear. And I will add you to my logbook on grz.com. And thank you for this GSO, Mr. Marshall from Japan. Good luck and 73. Bye-bye.
Okay, very nice. Short GSO, we know. Excuse me, we know the nice GSO short contact. Hope to see you again. 73. Bye-bye.
Stay safe and stay healthy for you and your family. This is Yankee 1 Victor 5 Hotel from Indonesia. Good luck, and 73. Bye-bye.
King 46, can you reopen my drug call from earlier and pull a task force CR and attach that into the call?
Yeah, sir. IBK, listening.
Route to Bedford Jail with 172.
Copy. At 52, it's going to be a semi-truck with an oversized load hauling a generator. No trailer lights or marking, warnings, RP, advising vehicle toward the scene, no escort with it either. Driving in the right lane. 100% located at 000. And 123, all American.
This is GSO IBK, standing by.
Ten 25.
Chino 20, go ahead.
20, speed 200 block, North Highway 89, California 281, Victor Lincoln, 4993 on a box trailer.
That's right.
Good day.
North 67, 3 wonderful night. Break Chino 20, year 28, coming back negative 29, valid on the 1996. I believe that's a utility trailer.
This is NCPPWY, still listening to Group 91 worldwide. Anyone who is free to take my call, feel free.
Bravo Whiskey Yankee, Mike 7. Bravo Whiskey Yankee, Team, do you copy? Video 3 India, Tango India, calling you, sir.
This is my Bravo Whiskey Yankee returning to you. Thank you for answering my call. My name is Ash at Alpha Sierra Hotel. I'm calling you from the United Kingdom on a simplex MND VPN hotspot. The current time is 8:04 a.m. Current temperature is nice and warm, but also very cloudy. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing all okay.
Bravo Whiskey Yankee Ash. This is Victorini from 3 India, Tango, India returning. Very good copy. The time here is 12:35 p.m. 12:35 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon, and your signals are 5-9. Beautiful copy. It's somewhat a cloudy afternoon here. My name is Varadan, like Victor Alpha Romeo Alpha Delta Alpha November. Varadan. The location is Bangalore City, southern part of India. Working on an Inco DMR base station with a collinear antenna, diamond 558 on the rooftop. About 10 kilometers away, I got the DMR repeater. There is a setup here, sir. Mike 7, Bravo, Whiskey, Yankee, Rio 3 India, Tango, India, over.
MCB and M7WBY returning. Yeah, I am also calling you on mobile phone DM32. Really good radio, and I just swapped the antenna for the latest one I have. But hope you have a nice day, morning, or evening, or night. I am going to be listening from now on, and I hope I do get to speak to you another time after this attempt for MCW. My 7 Bravo with Yankee, monitoring.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for this contact, my dear friend. I wish for your good health, happiness forever to you and your family. 73 to you and your family. Namaste from India. Thanks for this contact. You can see my photo on the QRZ.com. Mike 7, Bravo Whiskey Yankee, Rio to India, Tango, India, clear. Bye-bye. Namaste.
Well, Austin, I have a day off on Monday. I'm kind of used to holiday up, so I'm going to stay the night in steaming cold at Peterborough. Back to you, Stuart. I wonder what's going on your side.
Yeah, I'm putting a 12 volt utility running out to socket. In caravan, in one at Lockers. And then once I've done that, we've got our local, what we call Ashfield show on back of us. It's on for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we're going to have a mooch around here and sample a few beers this afternoon. What's the audio like, Robert, back to you?
N1 JWG listening.
That's right, because Jim's talking this by the sounds of it. I was going to ask you actually. I think Graham is seeing this side as well, so I wasn't 100% sure, but that was a bit, I don't know how to describe it, a bit like you've got a bucket on your head. It's just like your muscles, to me. Perfectly audible, just, I don't know, it's not 100% clear. Are you not on that new radio with the weird microphone, are you? Back to you, sir.
Today on the northeast side of the country, and it's currently 3:09 a.m. in the morning on Saturday right now. Early morning hours here in Connecticut, USA. Back over to you, sir. Again, the name here is Adrian.
Yeah, time for 5, 6, extended 9, back to you. The other time is 12:38 p.m. 12:38 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon here. My name is Varadan, like Victor Alpha Romeo Alpha Delta Alpha November. Varadan. Our location is Bangalore City. Bangalore City is southern part of India. Weather is very good, sir. Sometimes cloudy, sometimes it is raining here. And I'm working in a link DMR base station with a collinear antenna, diamond 558 collinear antenna on the rooftop. About 10 kilometers away, I got the DMR repeater. I'm receiving you very well on my receiver. I link DMR base station, sir. November 1 Juliet Whiskey Golf, U3 India, Tango, India, over.
The audio now is coming through the mic, actually on the radio. And I've got a feeling it's the mic on the radio, which makes it really, really quiet back here.
And just want to make a quick contact because I'm testing this new radio. And thank you for coming back to me, Ramadan. And I don't know if you're a Muslim or Hindu, but in either case, let me say namaste to you. Namaste. And I hope you have a rest of a wonderful day today. Hope everything's going well with you and that you're healthy and happy. And 1JWG clear with the VE3 set station Ramadan. Have a good day.
Exit in the meantime.
Remind me to talk about so I can try to review it.
The startup is doing a good job, sir. Good job. I wish for your good health and happiness forever, sir, to you and your family. 73 to you and your family. You can see my photo in the QR letter. 1700. Namaste from India. November 1 Juliet Whiskey Golf, U3 India, Tango, India, clear. Bye bye, sir.
Can you show me clear, George, and 10-8, please?
IGI Barang. This is GSIBK.
Hello, sir. Juliet India 3, India Bravo Kilo. Merci. This is Victor Uniform 3, India Tango, India. Returning. Very good copy, my dear friend. Thanks for the call. It's afternoon here, 12:42 p.m. afternoon here, merci.